Tonight, the world holds its breath. The long-feared conflict between the United States and Iran has erupted. American B-2 Spirit bombers have executed devastating strikes against Iran's most sensitive nuclear facilities. This is a direct military action ordered by the President of the United States. The era of tense negotiations and sanctions has ended in the roar of bombs over Iran. The Pentagon announced precision strikes to neutralize Iran's nuclear capabilities, a move they call a last resort. In Tehran, it's called an act of war, a declaration that will not be confined to Iran's borders. The Middle East, already volatile, is now on the edge of a regional explosion. Oil prices are set to skyrocket and American troops across the region are on high alert. The world is in uncharted territory with questions outpacing answers. Was this justified? What triggered the strike? What comes next? Tonight we break down every angle of this historic moment. June 22, 2025 has changed everything. The world is watching for the next move. The operation began in darkness at Whiteman Air Force Base, Missouri, home of the B-2 Spirit bombers. These stealth aircraft flew a 30-hour mission, refueling mid-air, crossing continents undetected. Iran's billion-dollar air defense network was powerless. By the time alarms sounded, the bombs were already falling. The B-2S carried the GBU-57 massive ordnance penetrator, a 30,000-pound bunker buster designed to destroy even the most fortified sites. The message, no place is safe, no bunker unreachable. As dawn broke, the B-2S were already heading home, their mission complete. The strikes left behind rubble and a geopolitical firestorm. The Ghost Fleet's success is a testament to American military power, but it marks a terrifying new chapter. Iran has been humiliated and attacked on its own soil. The silence of the B-2S has given way to the drums of war. The world braces for Iran's response. Why now? The White House claims this was a desperate, not aggressive decision. The Iran nuclear deal, the JCPOA, had collapsed. Talks failed, trust evaporated. Intelligence from the IAEA revealed Iran enriching uranium to weapons-grade levels. Washington's red line. Diplomacy was dead. The clock had run out. Inside the White House, doves warned of catastrophe, but hawks argued inaction was riskier. The president chose a limited strike over the threat of a nuclear-armed Iran. The gamble a painful blow now to avoid a larger war later. With trust gone, the final argument was made with bombs, not words. The B-2S were unleashed. The failure of diplomacy is total. The world now faces the consequences. The targets were Iran's nuclear crown jewels, Fordow and Natanz. Fordow, buried deep in a mountain, was hit with the GBU-57 bunker buster. Satellite images show collapsed tunnels and massive craters. The goal entombed the facility, turning its greatest defense into its tomb. Natanz, more exposed, was struck with precision munitions and bunker busters, aiming to obliterate Iran's enrichment capability for years. Fires raged for hours. The destruction is immense. A third wave hit Esfahan, targeting uranium conversion and missile research. The strikes were systematic, designed to dismantle Iran's nuclear and missile infrastructure. The message: the US can reach any target anywhere. The 30,000-pound MOP signals America's willingness to use its most powerful conventional weapons. This was not a warning, it was a decapitation strike. Pentagon assessments say Iran's program is set back by 5 to 10 years. But a wounded nation has been backed into a corner. The ruins may be the foundation for a much larger conflict. Tehran's response was immediate and furious. The supreme leader vowed crushing historic revenge on America. State media first downplayed the strikes, but social media revealed the true scale of destruction. Iran's Revolutionary Guard went on high alert, threatening all US bases and allies in the region. The Strait of Hormuz is now a flashpoint. Oil flows are at risk. Iran announced its withdrawal from the Nuclear Non-Proliferation Treaty, ending international inspections. Tehran signals it will pursue a nuclear program without constraints. The calculation: only a nuclear bomb will deter future attacks. The US strike, meant to prevent a nuclear Iran, may have guaranteed it. The region is on the brink. Retaliation is coming. The US strike had a silent partner, Israel. Mossad provided the targeting data. Israeli electronic warfare and cyber attacks blinded Iranian defenses. Israel didn't drop the bombs, but their fingerprints are everywhere. For Iran and its proxies, this was a joint American-Israeli attack. Hezbollah and Hamas are now on high alert, rockets aimed at Israel. The region's shadow conflicts have become a single front line. Israel's calculation: a nuclear Iran was unacceptable, and this was the moment to act. They enabled the strike, achieving a short-term victory. but they may have unleashed a long-term nightmare, a multi-front war. The coming days will reveal the true cost. The world braces for Iran's next move. Iran can't win a conventional war, so expect asymmetric retaliation, proxy attacks, chaos and deniability. The Strait of Hormuz could be closed, disrupting global oil and economies. IRGC-backed militias will likely target U.S. bases in Iraq and Syria. Hezbollah may unleash rockets on Israel. Houthis could strike shipping and Gulf states. Iran's goal: make the region burn, raise the cost for America. In cyberspace, expect Iranian attacks on U.S. and allied infrastructure, power grids, banks and more. The U.S. warns any retaliation will be met with overwhelming force, risking a cycle of escalation. Each attack and counterattack brings the world closer to all-out war. The world watches, hoping for restraint. The next move could push us all over the edge. The U.S. president declared, "We acted to prevent a war, not start one. A nuclear Iran is intolerable." The message: de-escalate or face unmatched American resolve. Tehran's response: the U.S. has made a historic miscalculation. There will be no peace until justice is served. Both sides are locked in defiance, preparing for a long struggle. The American strike has shattered Middle East stability and pushed two nations to the brink. The White House hopes Iran, weakened, will return to negotiations, but history warns of pride and revenge fueling conflict for a generation. Has the U.S. solved a problem or created a new disaster? The answer is unknown. The world watches and waits. What happened over Iran is not an end but a beginning. Is it the start of peace or a new war? That is the terrifying question hanging over us all.